You've tried everything: therapy, self-help books, journaling, positive thinking. You've invested so much into your healing journey, yet you're still haunted by the same patterns, the same reactions, and the same pain. You keep asking, why can't I just move on? Why am I stuck? Why can't I break free from the cycle? But here's the truth. It's not because you're broken or too damaged to heal. It's because there's one crucial element missing from your healing process, one that can change everything. That missing key is trauma-informed care. Without it, you can't heal fully. You can't break the cycle. Welcome to BloomSage Nest, a space where healing, wisdom, and growth come together to guide you toward emotional and spiritual wholeness. I'm so glad you found us, because if you've ever felt stuck, misunderstood, or like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, this is the place for you. We're here to empower you to break free from unhealthy patterns, embrace your full potential, and cultivate peace within yourself. Today, we're diving into a critical topic that can help you break that cycle: trauma-informed care. If you've ever felt like your healing journey has plateaued, it's likely because you've been missing this vital piece. So, what exactly is trauma-informed care, and why does it matter? It's not just a buzzword or a trend in the mental health field. Trauma-informed care is an approach that recognizes the profound, lasting effects of trauma on our bodies, minds, and spirits. It's an approach that understands trauma doesn't just live in the past. It affects how we view the world, respond to challenges, and even interact with others in the present. Trauma can show up in many ways, not just as flashbacks or nightmares, but in the way we struggle with trust, intimacy, anxiety, or emotional regulation. Without understanding trauma, we can't truly heal. Trauma-informed care shifts the perspective from "what's wrong with you" to "what happened to you." It helps people understand that their behaviors, their emotional responses, and their coping mechanisms may be the result of past wounds. This approach focuses on building safety, trust, and empowerment. It's about creating an environment where you can confront your pain without fear of judgment. It helps you take the first step toward reclaiming your life and healing from the inside out. When we ignore trauma or only treat the surface-level symptoms, we're only addressing the tip of the iceberg. Trauma impacts every aspect of our lives: our physical health, mental health, relationships, and our ability to navigate the world. It shows up in how we react to stress, how we manage our emotions, and how we relate to others. For example, if you've ever felt triggered by something seemingly minor, like a comment or a situation, it's often because that trigger is connected to a past trauma. Without understanding the root cause, it's almost impossible to break free from these automatic reactions. Trauma-informed care helps us get to the root cause of these reactions, allowing us to heal the wounds at the core. Without it, we can keep chasing temporary fixes, but the cycle continues. Trauma-informed care acknowledges that healing isn't linear. It's not about just getting over it. It's about addressing the whole person and recognizing the impact trauma has on their life, body, mind, and spirit. When we give ourselves the space to heal from the inside out, that's when true, lasting change happens. Let's take Sarah's story a bit further. Sarah had always struggled with relationships. She felt like she kept attracting the same unhealthy, toxic partners, and no matter how hard she tried to change, she ended up in the same painful situations. She blamed herself, thinking she just wasn't trying hard enough or wasn't deserving of better. But then, Sarah started working with a trauma-informed therapist who helped her explore her past experiences, particularly her childhood and her relationship with her parents. She realized that her patterns were deeply connected to trauma she had never addressed. The way she responded to conflict, her fear of abandonment, and her struggle to set boundaries were all rooted in unresolved childhood trauma. When Sarah began understanding how her past shaped her present, she was able to approach her relationships differently. She no longer blamed herself. She learned to trust her feelings and respond from a place of strength. Today, Sarah is in a healthy relationship, and she's building a life that's in alignment with her true values. It's not that healing is easy. It's a journey. But trauma-informed care gave her the tools she needed to break free from the cycle. Trauma-informed care helps break the cycle by addressing the root causes of your pain and giving you the tools to navigate life with greater self-awareness and emotional regulation. The first step is understanding your triggers. When you're triggered by a situation, your body reacts automatically. It's a survival instinct. But when you recognize these triggers and the underlying trauma they're connected to, you can begin to respond consciously instead of reacting out of fear or pain. Another powerful tool in trauma-informed care is creating a safe space for yourself, whether it's through therapy, mindfulness practices, or self-compassion exercises. You begin to establish a sense of safety in your body and mind. You learn to regulate your emotions and begin to trust that you can handle the discomfort that arises during the healing process. The key is to take small, consistent steps. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but with trauma-informed care, you're moving in the right direction. You begin to break the old patterns, rebuild your self-worth, and create new, healthier habits. If you've been stuck in the same painful cycle, I encourage you to explore trauma-informed care. Whether it's finding a therapist, reading books on the topic, or starting mindfulness practices, there are many ways to begin this journey. It's never too late to heal, and you deserve to live a life that's free from the weight of your past. If this video resonated with you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to BloomSage Nest for more healing resources. Let's break the cycle together. I'm rooting for your healing every step of the way.